Hi, how are you doing? My name is Steve Cleves Jones. This is my Opportunity 7 assignment. so, this week we're talking about, putting the man on the moon, Mars, going to Mars. How do you put people on Mars? Now, if I was to work for NASA or if I was to try to receive an opportunity from NASA, from the vendors, businesses, working consultants area of things, I would be able to offer resources that are in the spectrum of politics and economics. That's what I study here at Michigan State. And, eventually I'll be an entrepreneur, but I'm really looking into politics and, something in that angle. So I would be trying to consult and also just work on the business plan of getting people to Mars for the World Space Agency. Um, Here's my diagram. Yeah, that's my diagram. Um, so yeah, huh. It actually looks backwards. So I'm gonna send a picture or something. But that's my diagram for the World Space Agency. You got me, and like I said, I'm going towards the business side of things and consulting. What I could do is create a set of laws and regulations for Mars and the travelers. So, like that's what kind of what people in Congress would do. They would establish the laws, maybe a Mars Constitution, and that would like set the standard for all of the people that do decide to go live there and move there. Because once you make this trip, maybe you're not coming back. You might be there for a while. So I think it's really important to set rules and some regulations because you can't just have free for all. Definitely with all the money that's into it, economics. So I think that's first. Also, just breaking down the effect that it would have to the Earth. So and that's like I mean, that could be with money, economics, GDP and GNP, talking about the type of what money or what's being produced on Mars versus any changes to Earth, and comparing those economic systems and measuring them too. Also, online voting to get the idea of all the people economically ready to go to Mars and ready to make the trip. So figuring out how much is it and what because the everyday household definitely cannot afford to go to Mars. We understand that, but so trying to get this online voting to get people to kind of to register, vote, and say they're in the position to do so. If we could convince them that it was a good idea, so trying to do like a population status of everybody who would be willing to, so that we can organize, the vendors, the businesses, the work that's being done there, and everything like that. Also, measure the public and economic activity on Mars because once you get people on a new planet, the public space is going to change and the activity up there is going to change because there's going to be a form of spending and buying, and so that may be different from America. I mean, U.S. I mean, the world, Earth. So just measuring all of that, and also the business side of me and consulting could definitely offer a platform for branding Mars as a place that's worth going to. Different from Earth because it's untapped and uncultured, and so you could pretty much remake yourself, remake civilization up there. Um, and yeah, I mean, if you really really want to talk about like people in America, the American dream, you can have your own um, planet that could really be built on equality because Lord knows that that's not what America is really built on. Quality for some. And yeah, so that's what I came up with for putting people on Mars. Like I said, this is my diagram. I can take a picture and add to it. And thanks.